Stevens.
Miss Danielle already been here.
Miss.
Yes, ma'am.
She's here to tell us about the accusation.
Theodora.
Hi, Theodora.
Hi. Hi. So there were some allegations that were brought, stating that Theodora there was harm being caused to her, physical harm being caused to her.
Okay.
That's funny.
Did you think that when you came and talked to her?
Did I think that when I came to talk to you? No.
Talk to her.
How it works is we have to address all allegations with clients first. Theodora is the client. That's why I could not speak to you first.
That's not what I asked. I asked.
And I answered that right away. I said no.
No?
Yes, I did. I said no.
Wait a minute now. You see, you getting confused.
No,
Did
no.
you think she was being abused when you interviewed her before?
As I said, no.
Okay.
So why are you here?
Because we have to come every time there's a
So you got
concern.
another complaint?
Now it is time for your interviews so that you could speak for yourself. Would you not like, if there is an allegation against you, it is so that you can give your side of the story.
Okay, what's the allegation?
As Michelle said, that you were causing physical harm. So it is physical abuse, the allegation. And physical abuse is not always hitting. It can be restraining, not allowing access to phones or allowing access outside. That is what the Texas Penal Code defines as abuse.
Okay. Now what questions do you want me to answer?
Well, you just give your side. So, Michelle, you.
Yes, and so I just need you to be able to explain, or because it was an allegation, and so you just tell us that that's not what it was, or just kind of explain
What
it.
was the allegation? No, you
That-
asked me a question. Did
Yes,
I do
sir.
such
I
and such?
understand, and the allegation was physical abuse to her, to Theodora.
No,
No.
I didn't. I haven't abused her physically.
Okay.
Or any other kind of abuse.
Okay.
There is also, it is listed as unknown, but I believe it is your son, the third person, or the fourth person, including Theodora, who resides in the home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because there's one against each of you, and then the third person is unknown, who I believe is to be your son. So we would also have to speak to him too.
Joshua? I'm here.
Oh, date of birth.
I'm new, and so I'm just trying to.
I'm new too.
Hello.
People coming.
Hi, and what's your name?
Joshua.
Hi,
Hi,
Joshua. Hi.
Did you want us to close the door?
You finished with the questions?
Well, I was making sure that can I get a driver?
Yes, we asked date
For a
of birth.
driver's license?
No, date of birth.
A date of birth. I'm sorry, date of birth for everyone that I'm speaking to right now. Mr. Theodore, with you first.
21 May 41.
Sure.
An allegation has been made. You know what they all. Who said it?
I know, like
We can
Miss-
split a burger.
Miss Stevens.
That's not that.
Miss Stevens, can I have your date of birth, please?
July 13th.
And Joshua, I don't know if you heard, we're here with Adult Protective Services to investigate a report that there were some concerns for your sister for physical abuse. You were also listed as an alleged perpetrator. Your name was not given, it was not known. You were listed as unknown, but there still is an allegation. You are the other person that lives in the home, so it was against you. Have you ever abused or done anything in a way that would cause somebody to believe that Theodora was being abused by you?
Not that I know.
And Joshua, can I get your date of birth, please?
March 26, 90. Now, I would like to know who is calling you about whatever is going on. Because I'm the type of guy who would try to avoid all types of fights and just lock myself in my own room. So,
I understand that, and we're not allowed to give names of those that called with the concern.
Okay, so you're not allowed to. I can't even formulate the
It's
question.
okay.
So you can, somebody can just call you up,
Yeah.
or you can give their name and anything, and you come out and,
And we have to come out.
And the long odds are, like 9.5 out of 10 times, the accusation is being alleged false.
So don't be honest, you just say their work hypothetically. What about that 0.5% of those who do need help? That's why we do what we do. As frustrating, nobody likes getting a visit or a call from us unless they are somebody who is in need of help. We do help many.
did you know, did you tell anybody, or did anybody tell you that they thought you was being abused?
Really?
Not really.
Well, I think the lady at the doctor for lymphedema, she was asking me if you were touching me. I said no.
Lord,
No,
Not
one today.
not today. It was the place with the walls are all white. There was a weird water fountain thing. Well, she asked if you were touching me like inappropriately, and I said no.
so Theodora, do you feel safe?
Now we're gonna come in every couple of weeks to see if we're
So you're saying you don't know if you feel safe, or you do feel safe?
Theodore, you have the right to request to speak alone. You have the right to refuse to speak at all. Remember I told you that last time? You're the client, and in terms of speaking, you run that show. You can speak alone, you can speak in front of whoever you want. You can refuse to speak at all to us.
I don't know what's happening. I don't really know like why here.
Well, we're here, Theodora, because we received a call that someone was causing physical harm to you in this house.
Maybe you got the money.
It's the correct address and names. It's
Yeah.
just it's a concern, and so we just have to investigate it to see if there's any validity.
Would you like to
it.
speak to us alone?
I guess not right now.
Not right now.
I don't know what's happening.
Do you have any questions?
A lot.
A lot. Okay.
Go ahead
You
now.
can ask.
I guess did you come in like close to like lines or something? Well, I would sort of like to sit down.
Okay.
Go ahead. Sit down. Thank you.
What is it that you would like to share with us
Or ask.
or ask?
I still don't know like who called you, like who.
Okay, so we're not allowed to say who called. It was a concern of the person who did call, and we're just here to hear from you that you're okay.
are you okay or are you hungry?
Kind of hungry like right now. But I guess
The
concern-
concern was that you were being abused, Theodora, that you were being physically abused. Can you say yes or no to that?
No,
No, you haven't been?
no.
Okay.
Ms. Stevens, I don't know if you remember me mentioning disability income.
Yeah, I remember that. We was getting ready to go to Texas Parent to Parent and reading the descriptions of the work sessions, and so that's where my head is.
I got some information about it. That's what I was
About
gonna.
what?
So because Theodora's on the spectrum, she should qualify for Social Security for disability income, so she could have her own source of income, which can contribute to your household or however she sees fit to spend it. The application is a little different. It has to be done in person, and I had somebody trying to reach out to you, Theodora, and I want to say she attempted to make contact with both of you as well, but it might have just been Theodora, to assist in the application to provide that information to you guys.
If they call and don't have no name on that number, we don't answer. Cause we get so many robocalls and, you know,
I know, it's really
so
lots of
if
scams.
she's
going on.
calling, tell her to put a name up there and then we
Well, she can't
answer.
control that because it's a state phone,
So
so.
every time,
Well, have
every
the state
time someone
Office
know,
or
Miss
something,
Stevens.
some kind of identification there.
besides, what is it? What does it say?
Some of them say just a number, the same number in the name
Spam.
position as the
Spam.
number. So we don't answer.
Okay. I don't know what it says when she calls, so. I don't know, but I'll tell her to reach out. Is it something you're even interested in though, Theodora? Yeah? Because it needs to be applied for in person.
So where do we have to go?
That, you can try to schedule an appointment with Social Security office. That's who it's through. It's not through us, it's through the Social Security Administration, and they're now accepting appointments in person again.
Yeah, I got the number on the wall. What is? Social
Yeah, you really do.
Security.
You have the address and everything.
772.
They recently,
Yeah, we have to do that
granted
or die.
physical access again.
Any other questions you wanna ask them here?
Like I said, I think the doctor or nurse at the lymphedema office for mom asked me if dad was like touching me inappropriately, and I said no. So my guess is that she contacted you. I don't know. And we said you're not allowed to say.
Not by law.
I guess, well, that's my only guess as to why they're here, and I don't want to be in trouble for you being here, because we don't know who you are, and I didn't contact you, and I don't know what's happening.
I understand, and you're not in trouble with, at least in terms of us or anybody. So it's just a concern. We have to ask you about it, make sure everybody's okay. Also though, whenever we do get a concern, so like for this case, it's abuse, but we also survey the situation to see if there's anything else we can assist with, like that income information that I gave you guys. There's a whole, bracket of income that she can get to assist.
I
Yeah,
don't,
we're aware of that.
I don't remember the information. I need the information
Whose information?
about,
The Social Security,
yeah.
your mom has it on the wall here.
The
the
contact
number.
Social Security.
Is there anything else, Theodora?
Has somebody contact you all after you came out here before?
No. You mean, did we get another report? No. Just the one. And I'm hoping this is the last visit, which is why it is in person. I've made attempts by phone but got nowhere because, as we established, you guys don't answer phone numbers you don't know. So we came out in person.
No phone number, no name or office or something that we can identify.
I understand, but the way that the state works, my assumption is that they're doling out these state phones, which are just Apple phones, constantly. We have a high turnover rate. We get new employees all the time. We recycle numbers, so I don't think that they can just assign a person to it, or I don't know how they. I don't control that. I don't work at the Capitol. I do this job, but all I do know is that we cannot adjust our own names.
Well, it don't have to be your name, no.
I understand,
it can be whatever
I
you
can
said
send
when I asked who was it. That office or something you said.
APS.
Yeah, you could say that. Then there's something I can identify. Oh yeah, we need to
I
talk to
understand.
them.
I don't have any control over what the phone will say on the
Okay.
screen. But regardless, we are here in person, and I'm hoping it is the last visit. Thankfully, all of you are home, which means that is all the interviews that we needed. You can say as little or as much as you would like, but it is, we have to ask no matter what. Do you have any other questions, Michelle?
I do not. I do not. I know that this is not something that you guys want to, your visit to be, like a visit rather to be, but we have to come whenever we get calls. And so we'll apologize, but at the same time, it is our job. I know, Miss Stevens. I know.
Well, you know, the temperature is just. We had 105 the other day. That was what in San Antonio?
You finished eating?
And
You time to go to PT in a little bit.
oh my goodness, I can't keep up with the time, man.
I was gonna ask, can you talk to, like, I guess each of us alone?
It doesn't sound like your family has that time right now, but, and it's up to them if they want to be interviewed alone.
You want to talk with them alone?
I guess not right now.
Well,
It's
I don't
kinda
think
now
they're
or
coming
never,
back.
Theodora. Yeah, we're trying to wrap this
So
up
if
for
you
you to
want
get out
to
of
talk
your
with
hair.
them now, you can talk with them.
She hates to be rushed.
Yeah. So can you maybe talk to mom alone?
That's up to your mother. We cannot, because you want time, we cannot just ask to speak to people alone so to give you more time. So if you want to speak alone, let's go do that. And if not, then you can call
Well,
us.
she has a diagnosis of autism, Asperger's, and we've taken her to.
What's that other diagnosis you got?
Attention deficit. Oh, sluggish cognitive tempo.
And I just, you get married, you have a couple kids, and you get slapped upside the head. We got this kind of kid, and you, really? What do you do about it?
You love her through it.
I just wanted to have a family. That's all.
And you have a beautiful one.
Right.
There's nothing wrong that I see here.
What?
You don't see wrong.
What do you see wrong?
I guess it just looks different from the inside, I guess.
That's okay. But
Yeah.
what do you see wrong, and then maybe we can help make it better for you.
I guess my conditions just make it hard to function.
She gets up at like 4 o'clock in the morning in the dark, and I told her knock on the door. Sometimes she scares me after that in the dark, and she'll say, "Is it okay if I come wake you up to let you know I'm awake?" I said, "Yeah." She says it every day. Is it okay? Is it okay? Is it okay? Is it? It's like you can't tell her that she's important and you love her enough. She come right back. Is it okay if I wake you up? And I said, yes, you're my daughter. Come in, sit down. I love you. What?